There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 48 Sports College Football. Davis joined pretty brief as always by David and Jesse Palmer. Let's tee this one up. The Sooners will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end.
Come on, one person finally.
For all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Got a man, it's Barney. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. And the Huskers want to move quickly.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab near the sticks. It's Barney. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Huskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Using his feet to buy time. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Try to get it to the edge. At the 15, he's loose. Turns it on down the left side. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooners. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish by finding a rather spectacular way to get out of their own end of the field. A 96-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Final play of the quarter coming. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still running at the 40. Off to the races to the right. The 20. Inside the... And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska. When that receiver got free,
this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's a good job by the drag rack there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sategna. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation.
There he goes. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Got it in the middle, it's Barney. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
The Cornhuskers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Bro.
Trying to bail in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. A methodical drive, and they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the left side. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Moving away from pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Takes the handoff. It's Ives. He is good. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Barney. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
That's caught. It's Barney. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Huskers have moved it inside the 20. He's got him still on his feet. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Got it set up on the outside. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught, it's Burks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. On third and long. Try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Tatum. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And as he throws, put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Got the tight end outside. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. Trying to get the edge on the right. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Third and short, there's a lot of ways to get it in the run game. You're not just going to hand it off and go power. How about the toss play? Getting the ball in the hands of the tailback quickly, and he's able to skirt his way to get the first.
And the Sooners will snap it on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense lines up for a first and 10 from the 43. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tatum. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down. To the air, it's Mateer. Extending the play. He'll take a deep shot here. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. A fortuitous penalty here. The defense had stopped them, but this offense, thanks to the flag, will have a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go right back to the run. Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parker. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now from inside the red zone. The sweet feet buy a little time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
To throw, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. And he runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On It's Tatum. There he goes. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This drive will open from the 15. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. At the 45 on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity
I'm
to
pressing
take a
triangle,
shot.
not square, though.
Perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That is a nice swap. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no.
You're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Buys a little time. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's Hunter. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got a man. It's Hunter. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Complete. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Here comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down here for the offense. Trying to get the corner. Finds a little space. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Barnes. Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Steps away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding that.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Sooners. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be right when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they can add to it on this drive. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The give and tick, 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 tick. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Grab near the marker, it's Hunter. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And the Huskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And that is a statement play for this offense. With the lead, everyone knows you're going to run the football, including the defense, and they still can't stop you. They break off an explosive play. That is a backbreaker if you're this defense.
Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a straight right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. What a
Bro, y'all niggas ain't gonna block nothing.
try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Makes the grab, it's Sategna. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.